Are you guys excited about Stranger Things Season 5?
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, look, I was all about Stranger Things when it came out. It's set in the 80s, so right there they got me. And I gotta give them credit. A lot of shows that are set in the 80s, they overdo it with like the neon and the leg warmers and all that, and it's just not realistic. But Stranger Things did a really good job of capturing the 80s. But the thing is, when it started taking like 5 years for a new season to come out, I just lost interest. But of course, I'm gonna watch the new season. I've got to see what happens. So anyways, season 5 is about to come out and Netflix is doing stuff to get everybody hyped up. And today, they're having an event on Melrose Avenue in Hollywood. They're going to be shutting down Melrose Avenue. I think it's like a 4-mile stretch. And the reason why they're doing that is so that you can ride your bikes or your skateboards or roller skates, whatever you want. You can ride them out in the middle of the street, all up and down this 4-mile stretch, and there's gonna be photo ops. They're gonna have a stage at Melrose and Fairfax. The Flux Capacitors are gonna be performing on that stage, playing all of our favorite 80s songs. I've got our bikes loaded up, and we're bringing you along to check it out. Let's go see what we can find. All right, we just got down here. We're parked a few blocks away, but it doesn't matter because we have the bikes. And taking a look down the street when we drove by, it looks extremely crowded. I am not a fan of huge crowds, so I'm a little worried about this. I don't know how we're gonna ride our bikes. It doesn't look like there's room. Hopefully, once we get out onto the street, it'll kind of open up. But anyways, let's get these bikes off and go check it out. All right, so we just got to the entrance. We're not allowed to ride our bikes at the entrance. I think that's because there's so many people hanging out at the stage.
All right, the moment you all are waiting for, it is time for another round of trivia. So I'm just very excited for this though. So yeah, we're going around, we're looking for 10 awesome fans. So raise your hands, come on the stage. So understanding we may have already gotten our first group of 10 people together. So
we're gonna keep going though. We just got here. I want to get out there and ride my bike. See what there is to see. Got a Stranger Things merch booth set up here. Stranger Things 5 merch, and we're walking away from the stage, but so far it is still impossible to ride your bike. Like I said, there's some photo ops. You can see one of them right there.
Left, center, right, dice stand. It's the great old game of all time.
And of course, there's a lot of people dressed up, doing cosplay. Look at that. Nice.
I love your Pee-wee bike.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It is not getting any less credit. Oh my gosh, it's even more credit over here. Not sure what's going on down here, but there is a big crowd kind of lined up for something. Okay, rules of the route. It's not a race. Maintain a safe speed. People-powered travel only. Be mindful. I mean, just basically common sense, right? We're just past the first stoplight, so it's kind of opening up. We're gonna give it a try. Starting right next to Headline Records, my favorite punk record shop. Spent a lot of time there back in the day. My family all the way back there. Look at that. Spider-Man. It's Marty. Now I assumed that there was going to be lots of different types of bikes and just crazy stuff going on, and I was right. That's why I had to bring the Pee-wee inspired bike out today. So this is definitely much nicer once we've gotten away from the stage. It's, you know, like I said, it's more open. We can freely ride. Still a lot of people, but we can freely ride and just relax. But you know, not as much cool stuff to look at. All the stuff that you guys want to see is probably back there. And we're going to head back there in a little bit because, like I said, the flux capacitors are playing. I think that's in about an hour. And so we'll head back there in a little bit, check out the band and check out some of the other stuff that they have. And it is like a huge party out here. Most of the shops are playing 80s music. You know, some shops are playing other stuff. But yeah, it's like a big party. Everyone riding their bikes, their skateboards, their scooters, their roller skates, some people walking. Everyone's just outside enjoying the sunshine, listening to music. And the best thing about it, it's got a 80s vibe. Like I said, a lot of people are playing 80s music, dressed up 80s. So, you know, I love that. I didn't even realize that there was a Voodoo Donuts now on the corner of La Brea and Melrose, and they have got about 100 people lined up waiting to get inside. Wow. This is right on the other side of Pink's. I'm sure Pink's has a crazy line too. All right, so this is the first traffic light that we've had. We had to stop for the light at La Brea and Melrose. Oh look, 11's over there. All right, peace out.
I tried to pass through.
Kid said peace out to me. That's awesome. A lot of cool stuff out here, especially if you are a Stranger Things fan. But even if you're not, there's just rad stuff to look at. Now, this isn't really a Stranger Things event. This is something that they do every year here in Los Angeles, where they block off the street in different parts of LA. It's an event to inspire people to get out there and you know, exercise, enjoy the sun, move around, get out of their cars, get off their couch. And this year, it just happened to, Stranger Things 5 happened to be coming out shortly after. So I'm assuming Netflix decided to team up with them and set up a stage at one end and you know, have all the trivia and the different stuff. Check this out, roller skating, love it. So we now are at Melrose and Vine. We started just past Fairfax. I wonder how far we've gone. And just on this short ride that we've been on, we've already passed by so many filming locations. Right over there, that's the, well, not a filming location, but that's the cover of the DOC album. Showed you guys that in the video I did about album covers. Passing by Astro Burger. Used to be one of my favorite late night hangout spots. Great vegetarian menu. And we're actually coming up on Paramount Studios. The old entrance to Laverne and Shirley when they used to film it there, and also seen in the I Love LA music video. We rode to Melrose and Plymouth. We're right in front of Paramount. There was another spot over here where you had to get off your bike, so we just decided to turn around and head back, but we stopped for a second. You can tell it's getting really loud. Oh, it looks like there's a band coming towards us. That's what's going on. Having a good time? Having fun? If I would have known this was an option, maybe I would have tried to work this out. So they got a guitar, a keyboard player, a drummer. That's awesome. I didn't know I could do that. All right, we are off again, heading back towards Fairfax. About I think about a half hour, 45 minutes before, no, about a half hour before the flux capacitors take the stage. There we go, Surfer Boy passing by us again. I just realized right here, this is where the Anti-Club used to be. It's cool to see so many people out here today on roller skates. My family and I have recently got really into roller skating. We've been going a lot. Of course, you know, my wife and I first got roller skates when we were kids, and when we were first dating and first married, we used to go roller skating quite a bit, but have not done it much in recent years. And this year for my birthday, my wife took me roller skating. It was a fun little surprise, hadn't done that in a while. And we really enjoyed it, and my son kind of got the hang of it quick. It was his, we took him when he was little and he couldn't quite get it, but he was able to get it this time around, and so we bought him some roller skates, and we've been going a lot, and it has been a lot of fun. Whew. The sun is kicking today, and it's funny because just a couple of days ago it was pouring rain, and it was like that almost all week. Oh yeah, line at Pink's. Oh my God, the line at Pink's is going all the way down the sidewalk, like way down. Probably double or triple what there is at Voodoo Donuts. Man. Well, good for them. Oh, here's another location. This is this Winchell's right here. I showed this when I did the Sabotage locations. There's some pictures of the Beastie Boys in this parking lot eating some donuts. All right, stop for a minute to cool down in the shade. It's kind of loud. The band that passed us, they're right over here. So we just checked. We rode 2 miles that way and 2 miles this way, so 4 miles. I thought it was a lot further. Overall, this is a really fun event. You know, it's really crowded, so there were a few people that were kind of being mean and taking it too seriously, yelling at people to get out of the way and ride faster and go to the ride, and you know, it's supposed to be a good time. Let's have a good time, everybody.
I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. We slip and slide as we falling around, and I just can't seem to get enough. Let me sleeping in my bed. I was dreaming, but should have been with you instead. Wake me up. Oh, go, give me the bed. I'm like a yo-yo.
So there you have it, a fun event. We just got back to the car. I just got through loading the bikes up, and we had a really good time. This was our first time coming to this, not the Stranger Things portion, obviously. This is the first time they've done that, but the, I don't know what it's called. It's probably called like Ride LA or something.
CicLAvia.
CicLAvia, what the hell is that? What is that?
That's the name of the
Well,
event.
what does that mean? Okay, I was way off. My wife just told me it's called like CicLAvia, whatever. This was our first time coming to it. They do it every year. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, there were some people that took it a little too seriously, but you know, that's to be expected any event that you go to. But overall, we had a really good time, and I look forward to next year. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the Stranger Things stuff and just going on a little ride with us. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.